North Korea sends balloons to South Korea. So sends, let's look at the synonyms for sends. Transports, delivers, dispatches. And if you come up and look at the pictures I have for you here, you'll see these balloons are carrying bags of trash. It's their gift to South Korea. South Korea has accused North Korea of sending hundreds of balloons carrying trash and excrement across their heavily fortified border. This act was called baseless and dangerous. South Korea has accused North Korea of sending. We can reword this. We can say South Korea is claiming that North Korea sent hundreds of balloons. And sending I put in green because you already had it up here. You would just take these words I gave you, transports, delivers, dispatches, and take off the S and add ing. So transporting, delivering, or dispatching. Hundreds of balloons carrying, filled with, full of, or holding trash. Trash. Your synonyms are garbage, waste, rubbish, litter. And excrement. Excrement is poo, poop, bodily waste, feces, shit, doo-doo, or we can say dung. All these words mean shit. There are all ways to say it. Across their heavily, so heavily means strongly. The antonym is lightly. Fortified, secured, protected, or defended. The antonym is weakened. Border. Border is the boundary. And under the word border, I wrote something to help you understand it a little better. It's a line that separates nations or countries. Nations and countries are synonyms. So they have a heavily fortified border. That means there are many soldiers there with many guns. This act, action, or deed was viewed as, regarded as, or seen as baseless. So if something is baseless, it's unjustified or groundless. And if you look under the word, I left a note for you. No reason to do it. It's like if you attack someone and you have no reason to attack or punch them. It's baseless. And dangerous. So if something is dangerous, it's hazardous. But in this story, because these are balloons filled with poop or shit, this is unsanitary or unhygienic, which means it's not clean. So the antonyms here are safe, sanitary, or hygienic. The sister of North Korea's leader claimed the balloons were gifts for South Koreans who cry for freedom of expression. The South Korean military's explosive ordnance unit, along with the chemical and biological warfare response team, inspected and collected the objects. Residents were warned to keep away from the balloons and report any sightings. More than 260 balloons were detected by Wednesday afternoon. Photos showed balloons with plastic bags and trash. Some contained animal feces. Let's go back. The sister or sibling of North Korea's leader, and if you know who the North Korea leader is, that's Kim Jong-un. So we can just say Kim Jong-un's sister claimed, asserted, stated, declared, or said the balloons were gifts, like a birthday gift, presents or offerings for South Koreans who cry for. Now, if you cry for something, normally cry means yell or scream or shout, but cry for means vie for or ask for or demand. These people want freedom of expression. Expression just means speech. This means you can say what you want to say. So they were like, hey, you like free speech? We like free speech. So this is their way of using free speech, sending balloons with poop inside them. The South Korean militaries or armies, explosive ordnance. So explosive ordnance, you can think bomb or bomb disposal. These are the people who remove bombs or get rid of bombs. A unit is a group of soldiers or people. So I wrote team and squad. These are synonyms. Along with or as well as the chemical. So in pink, I just wrote the meaning. And here, these are words to help you know what chemical means. Toxins or nerve gas. Chemical weapons are weapons that if you breathe them, you can die. And biological, I want you to think diseases, viruses, or bacteria. So biological weapons will have diseases inside that can kill you, okay? Warfare, response or emergency team. Team is in green because we wrote it up here with unit. Inspected, looked at, checked out, or examined, and collected or gathered up the objects. The objects in this story are the balloons, the items or things. Residents, citizens, people, or inhabitants were warned, told, cautioned, alerted to keep away from. So if you keep away from something, you avoid or stay away from the balloons and report any sightings. Or I reworded it, and inform the authorities and notify the authorities. So inform and notify are synonyms here. More than or over 260 balloons were detected, were spotted, seen, discovered. The antonyms or opposites could be missed or overlooked. That would mean they did not see them or did not find them. By Wednesday afternoon. It's a lot of balloons, guys. Photos, photographs, pictures, or images showed balloons with plastic bags and trash or garbage. Some contained animal feces, or some had animal feces inside. An official at South Korea's presidential office said North Korea might be testing the South's reaction, but promised a calm response. Sending balloons to North Korea is a tactic regularly used by South Korean activists, which has often angered North Korea. North Korea now plans to send many more balloons to the South. Let's come back here. An official is a representative, but an easy way to know what an official is, I wrote government worker. So just think government worker, okay? At South Korea's presidential office said, stated, or declared, North Korea might be testing the South's reaction or response. Or you can read, said North Korea might be seeing how the South would react, but promised, swore there would be, or said there would be, a calm. So the antonym of calm is angry or aggressive. Response. And response, we already had reaction. Sending balloons to North Korea is a tactic. So tactic, you can say strategy or approach, regularly, commonly, often, typically, normally. The antonyms are seldom or rarely. Used, utilized, or employed by South Korean activists. So activists are like people trying to help. A lot of South Koreans will send balloons to North Korea, but they will put money and food inside, things like that, to try to help them. So North Korea sends back trash. So activist, you can say protesters, campaigners, or demonstrators. The antonym of an activist is a pacifist. So pacifists, these are people who don't really care, okay, and they don't want to help. Which has often angered, the antonym is calmed, North Korea. North Korea now plans, intends, or aims to send many, so many you can say a lot of, lots of, a ton of, tons of, countless, or numerous, and the antonym is few. More, antonym is less, balloons to the South.